Today is the day that we find out if my freeze dryer is still working properly after its huge move from Alaska all the way down to Arizona. In my last video, I got my freeze dryer all set up and powered on, and the power worked. But today we're gonna find out if it actually will process a freeze dryer run. I have the perfect thing to freeze dry today. You're not gonna believe how much produce I was able to purchase from a farmer's market, kind of like an overstock produce sale that my community does once a month. I paid $15 and got an amazing haul of produce, and it was the perfect thing to put in vanilla ice today. So I will show you what I'm doing in just a moment. But I need to put oil in my pump. When we moved, I trashed all the oil that I had in here because it was getting pretty old. I normally just filter my oil every time I need to do an oil change, but I went to Tractor Supply. One thing that I'm excited about where I live is I now can shop at Tractor Supply. They carry some harvest right accessories. They had the freeze dryer oil. So I bought two. Each bottle was $15, and I couldn't remember if I only need one bottle to fill this or if I needed two. So I just bought two to have. So we're gonna fill this up and see how it goes. So first, I guess I can do that there. Take the lid off. There's lines on the front of your pump that tell you the minimum and the maximum, and you want the oil to fill somewhere in the middle of those two lines. All right, there we go. We're right in the middle. All right, I'm gonna power this on. Just make sure everything is looking okay. I'm not gonna turn this on yet. I'm gonna go inside, show you the produce that I am prepping for the freeze dryer today. And once that's done, we'll come back out here, power this up, and see how this goes. Wish me luck. So I received this much zucchini, and I need to do something with it before it goes bad. I've already made 2 batches of zucchini muffins, which turned out delicious. And so I wanted to preserve this zucchini with my freeze dryer in a way so that when I want to make a zucchini bread or zucchini muffins, I can just put the shredded zucchini directly into my batter. And I think it would rehydrate and just work out perfectly. So the way that I'm gonna prep the zucchini for the freeze dryer is to shred it and freeze dry it that way, and then I think it should be perfect. I just need to wash these first. They are starting to look a little sad, but I think as long as we process these today, we're gonna be fine. So this is my favorite shredding device. I use it to shred cheese, and it's great for shredding zucchini also. I got it off of Amazon, and you stick this in here, you suction it to your counter, and then it's sturdy. Put the shredder on the handle, and you crank it and it shreds beautifully. I'm gonna just shred it into a sheet pan lined with a towel because I do want to try to squeeze as much water out of the zucchini as I can before I freeze dry it. I just think it'll help it go faster because zucchinis are very high in moisture, and so the freeze dryer will have to do more work if it's having to pull all of that water out. I don't have any cheesecloth. Cheesecloth would be great for doing this, but we're just gonna use a towel. So that's the amount I got for one pretty large zucchini. I am gonna shred up all the rest of these. Hopefully it all fits in here. I don't know, but we will see. In between every few zucchini, I'm just taking a towel and trying to squeeze out water. I know squeezing it through cheesecloth would probably be more efficient, but this is what I got. Well, I need chickens because wouldn't they enjoy eating all of these zucchini scraps? Do chickens like zucchini? I don't know. I know there's certain vegetables that chickens aren't supposed to eat, but wouldn't it be nice if I could just throw these out to them? Hopefully chickens are coming soon to the homestead. I'm taking one more towel. I'm gonna cover this here and just let them sit for a little bit to try to just soak up the moisture. And I'll bring this out to vanilla ice in probably an hour or so, get these on my trays and load them up. And we will see if vanilla ice is gonna work for me. I'm crossing my fingers. I am here to get my freeze dryer pre-freezing. I'm gonna do initial freeze at -10. Extra freeze time I am going to do for 2 hours. I did not pre-freeze this, so it'll help the food to get really nicely deeply frozen by adding that extra freeze time. Dry temp is set for 120. I'm gonna hit start. It's sounding good. Hopefully everything ices up as normal, but we will wait and see. Sorry for the humming of the freeze dryer in the background. I'm gonna get my trays going while I wait the 15 minutes for this to cool down. I'm gonna use my Amazon tray liners today, honestly, because that's just what was on top of the pile. Here's my tray of zucchini. Now, this is gonna be a learning curve because I have not prepped anything in this freeze dryer studio yet. I'm hoping my microphone is helping with the echoiness of this room. I still have not added any like rugs or curtains in here to help with the echo. That will be coming soon. Let's see, do we think that's gonna balance without my trays falling off? I don't know, I think we're okay. So I am just going to scoop this out and spread it onto my trays as evenly as I can. And you can really pack these down on these trays. Each tray can hold 2.5 pounds of food. So I don't have an issue with like really packing it down if we're trying to make everything fit nicely. Okay, I'm just gonna try to finalize the final like spread of the zucchini so that it's fairly even on these trays. This is one that's definitely gonna require a weight test when it's in the extra dry process, which I will show you how that works, just because of how much moisture is gonna be tried to be pulled out of this zucchini. Weighing it, and then putting it back in the machine, letting it run for 2 more hours, weighing it again. That'll tell you if moisture is still being pulled out of the food. And if it is, then it still needs to go longer. So we will definitely be doing that. I have a feeling this is gonna be a very long freeze dryer run, but we will see. I see some ice crystals forming along the sides, so that's a good sign. I still got 5 minutes to wait. So I will work on cleaning up the zucchini off the floor because it's now everywhere. Our countdown has finished. There is an ice ring. The very back, probably quarter of the barrel does not have like the ice around it. And I honestly can't picture if in the past, if it normally is fully frozen on the inside, or it might just be taking a while to get there. Again, this is a new environment. This is a warmer room than in my basement in Alaska when this machine used to run. So things I think are just gonna take longer here in this more warm environment. So just things I gotta get used to. But we can go ahead and load her up. And my door keeps shutting on me. I need to adjust that so it stays open because that's kind of annoying. Okay, I guess if I push it all the way open, it's staying. And then I just need to close my drain valve. I don't have a bucket under here. Do not let me defrost this machine without getting a bucket. I know you can't yell to me in real time, but if you see me shutting down vanilla ice without getting a bucket, please yell at me through the screen. All right, I'm gonna hit continue. I want to hear that the vacuum pump kicks on and that it sounds okay. Oh wait, the pump doesn't kick on yet during the freezing cycle. I'm gonna come back out here in a few hours. It does do a vacuum freezing cycle at some point, so I will come check on it soon and update all of you. I don't know why, I'm feeling a little like flustered and not knowing what I'm doing. Is it because it's been so long? Also, I'm in a new place. It's just, everything's so different, but different is okay. We're gonna learn together. I will come check on this with you guys in a little bit and see how it's looking. I'm sorry, I forgot my microphone. We have had a few little mishaps with this freeze dryer run. What happened was Mr. Freeze Dry was in his shop over here vacuuming and it tripped the power. He reset it, got my freeze dryer up and running again. Something else happened and it tripped the power again. And then my pump was acting funny when it was trying to turn back on. I was gone when this happened, so I told him to just completely like start over. He did that and we think it's working now. So he needs to change our GFI or something to a higher voltage. I'm not an electrician, I don't know any of this, but we think that's gonna do the trick. But your freeze dryer is cool. It tells you that there have been 2 power outages during this run and that we're sitting at 45 hours. I'm going to do my weight test. I'm gonna hit end batch, pull out my trays, weigh them all, put them back in, and then we will re-weigh them in 2 hours. I'm gonna hit end batch, confirm. It's gonna pause my vacuum pump, and then I need to open my drain valve. And as soon as I can open my door, that's when I can pull these out and test them. My machine is still just in a pause mode. It is crazy how light these trays feel compared to how they felt when I first put them in. So much moisture has been removed from the zucchini. It's crazy, they feel light as air. So now I'm just going to close my drain valve again, hit more dry time, hit continue, and it automatically defaults to 2 hours. I'm gonna add 4 hours just because I don't know when I'm gonna get back out here. My pump's kicked on, and then I'll run back out here in a couple of hours and do the same test. If you don't have a freeze dryer yet and want one, there are models right now that are up to $1,000 off. If you check the link in my video description below, it'll take you to Harvest Right website and you can see the deals that are going right now. Mine is a size medium, but it's the old version. The new mediums have 5 trays. So be sure to check that out. We have gone through the full 2-hour dry cycle, and so now we need to just open my drain valve and reweigh these trays again to see if we can package them up. Right on the money. Okay, I'm just gonna call it good and pull them all out. For packaging today, I am bringing out the big guns, my food funnel. It's just gonna help me be able to pour this zucchini straight into the Mylar bag without making a huge giant mess. Okay, I need to make some space. You know what else I was able to do? I got my Wi-Fi stick connected to my Wi-Fi system out here, and it's working again. I'm so happy. So that was a plus. And it allowed me to mess with my Wi-Fi while the batch was running, which was kind of cool. I thought I had to do it when I didn't have any food in there, but it let me do it while I had a batch, so that was great. I'm trying to decide what bags I want to use for this zucchini. I still have some Harvest Right bags left, so I'm thinking I will use these, but I need to raise this higher to use this bag. So let's give this a try. All right, now let's see if that's good enough. Okay, I think that'll be great. These bags don't stand up on their own, so I'll need to kind of balance them there. Look at that, that works great. Oh, I didn't realize I had one of the legs here in my tray. That's okay. I don't know how many trays of zucchini is gonna fit in one bag. I mean, a whole one better. This feels like dried up grass, almost kind of like how hay feels. So that's just kind of funny. But it is bone dry. This is so cool. And you can really like crush it up to get it to fit in there. So you'll just see. Oh yeah. That was perfect. Okay, here's how it looks in the bag. I'm gonna push it down a little because I need space to close it. And oxy absorbees. Where did I put you? Here we go. My oxygen absorbers come in packs of 5. So I'm just gonna put like, I don't know, 2 or 3 in each bag. Probably only need 2. Then we're gonna vacuum seal it. If you hear something loud, that's the lawnmower getting run. It shouldn't be too bad. I think he's just parking. You wanna see him? Mr. Freeze Dry doing homestead things. He's very excited for all his new toys he gets to play on now. So now I am just going to heat seal this down. Hold on, we're not plugged in. Let's try that again. That was ice cracking in my freeze dryer. Kind of sounded like something scary. I like to heat seal it 2 times just to ensure we have a good seal, but there we go. What am I missing? I'm missing a label on my bag. And remember how I told you to not let me forget to put a bucket. Mr. Freeze Dry, when he was out here earlier, did throw this down in here, which I need to get a proper bucket, but I think this will work for now. I hope a bunch of you were screaming at me like I asked you to. Okay, 1 bag down, 3 more to go. I would love some ideas on how you would use this freeze-dried zucchini. I definitely mainly want it for making zucchini bread. I love zucchini bread or zucchini muffins. And the most annoying part of making zucchini bread is shredding up the zucchini and like squeezing out the excess water. This like is totally gonna save that step, so it's gonna be so nice to have. But do you have any other ideas on how you would use this? I'm thinking of sneaking it into like spaghetti sauces for when I make spaghetti for my kids, you know, hiding vegetables in there. But if you got any other ideas, I would love to hear them. I had exactly 4 Harvest Right bags left, and these were the perfect size for each tray. So this was exciting. And I did go and label each bag. I'm sure I spelled zucchini wrong, but you know, that's okay. I'm so excited to have this. When I make a batch of zucchini bread and I use this, I will definitely bring you guys along to show you how I do it and all of that, which will be so fun. I know you're waiting for a property tour, and I promise it's coming. Just as I have mentioned before, things are crazy right now here, just trying to get settled in and do all the things and still keep our kids entertained because it's summertime, it's so hot, going to pool, swimming, all of the things. But my next video will be that homestead tour, so please make sure you are subscribed to see that. I'm really excited to share with you all the plans that we have for our new home. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate all of you guys who watch my videos. I am so grateful. Remember, when you freeze dry today, you secure your tomorrow. Bye, friends.